Hello, more heavy rain to come, some strong and gusty winds, and for a few of us, a little bit of snow in the forecast as well. There's plenty going on in the run-up to the Easter weekend. Here's the messy view from space. The UK is under the cloud here, but it's this area of cloud out to the west that's an area of low pressure that's really controlling things, just kind of sitting here and around that low pressure, just spiralling bands of showers further and further northwards. Between the downpours, there have been some brighter spells through the morning, but it's also been very wet across parts of Northern Ireland. The rain slowly easing here through this afternoon. The wet weather in northern Scotland, chiefly of rain at low levels, but some snow falling on some of the higher routes. And then we're into a mixture of sunshine and showers across England and Wales. As I said, there is some brighter spells, but the showers returning to Wales and the southwest, blown along by a pretty gusty wind. And temperatures are, well, actually falling in many places this afternoon. Generally only around about 10 or 11 degrees at the very best, and some places staying in single figures. Certainly feeling cold with the wet weather across northern Scotland. That will continue to push across the Northern Isles and the Western Isles through this evening, slowly clearing away, but then further areas of showery rain track northwards with some snow mixed in over the hills of Scotland in the showers here, but actually generally for Scotland and Northern Ireland turning drier and clearer and colder with a touch of frost. But as this next band of wet weather comes up across England and Wales, again, mostly rain at low levels, but just on this western edge, there could well be some snow for a time through the early hours, perhaps across Gloucestershire, Hereford, up towards North Wales. Snow over the higher ground, but we could see some even down to lower levels. So perhaps the M5, for example, may not be very pleasant at times through the early hours and first thing on Thursday morning. It is going to turn cold, the temperatures down into single figures in towns and cities 4 or 5. Frost likely in rural parts of Scotland and northern England, maybe Northern Ireland with some clearer skies here. And then a real mishmash for Thursday. It's a wet start over the Midlands. The rain pushes into northern England. Still some hill snow over North Wales for a time. And look at this, another area of rain then coming in. And this one going to be accompanied by very gusty winds, particularly along the south coast. So Met Office yellow warning in place for that. It's going to cause potentially some disruption, particularly for ferry travel, but could also just cause some issues on land as well with those gusts of wind, 50, 60, perhaps in exposed places, maybe 70 miles an hour. And look at that swirl there. You can see where the low pressure is sitting, the bands of showery rain just circulating around it. So another day of dodging some pretty heavy downpours during Thursday. And again, the rain could cause some issues with a lot of spray and surface water on the roads. And again, temperatures mostly at or below average and feeling colder with the wind along the south coast. And if you get caught out by one of those hefty downpours, which will continue to swirl around as we go through Thursday evening and into the start of the long weekend, we've still got low pressure in control for Good Friday. But although low pressure remains in control, the isobars do spread out a little bit, and actually it does look as if it won't be as showery through the long weekend. You do have to watch out for weather fronts at times coming up towards the southeast, and I'm not saying it's going to be completely dry, but generally the weather does look as if it's going to get a bit drier and a bit warmer through the long weekend. For more details on that, stay tuned. Best way to do that is to hit subscribe if you're watching on YouTube, and also check out our 10-day trend forecast. That'll be available on YouTube by Wednesday afternoon.